your active battle party. It lets them still gain XP and weapon points. I would strongly encourage learning that ability as early as you can for characters you don't plan to who you may not be using as often, so they still gain XP and weapon points. And it's also a good way to level up fairies that you are kind of on standby.
Fairies
on your main
definitely
party.
level up too, so you should always equip fairies onto the characters.
Okay.
Reynold wants to know, can you customize combos like in Neptunia?
Yes, you can. So let me skip past all this because I can explain it faster. But okay, so now we're at so we go to battle options.
Oh, he has nobody.
I'm gonna have to leave. Hold up. So to answer your question, can you customize combos? Yes, you can. Every character's the fury they wield is like a shape-shifting weapon. You know, it has like a base form. You know, for Fang it's a sword, Tiara it's a glaive, Pippin it's fists. But they'll learn different types of combos that are associated with a weapon form, and those forms have different advantages and disadvantages, and are effective against certain types of enemies. So you can customize your character to basically do like, you know, you can have him do like, oh, this character's going to do, you know, spear attacks and glaive attacks, and this character's going to use scythe attacks and gauntlet attacks, and this character's going to use gun and launch. Like, you have a lot of tools at your disposal to customize your characters with, especially with the combos. There's probably more combos than anything else to unlock.
I think Fang was like the only one who can do like 4 attacks in a row too, right? Everybody else is 3.
Yeah, Fang will get 1 extra attack compared to the other characters. So let me see if I can use Okay, still can't use weapon boost. Hold on. So you can see there's the symbol attack feature.
Oh yeah,
Neptunia
those
games.
are useful.
There we go. Harder than it looks. So
we talked earlier about you being Beard-sama. Barrett wants to know, if you were a character from this game, what would you be and why?
if I were a character from this game, who would I be and why?
Bahas.
I'd probably be Bahas, who is Harley's fairy partner.
He looks exactly like Robert.
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but we are physically similar. He's kind of a big, brawny, strapping guy. He's very where the similarities end is Bahas is very fastidious and tidy and kind of a neat freak, and I'm a bit more, shall we say, slovenly.
But you do cook, I believe.
I do cook.
Yeah,
I am a
so
cook.
that's
Bahas is a good cook.
Major cook.
He's particularly baking. He likes baking desserts and cookies, and I also enjoy that as well. So I'd have to say, yeah, I'm like Bahas. Which helps, because as I mentioned earlier, Harley is my waifu, so it all kind of balances out.
There's a couple questions about the combo system with mid-air, like comboing in the air. Is there any incentive for that? Or?
Yes, there is. So different combo techniques. Is there any incentive to using your aerial combos and such? Yes. Basically, you're going to learn 3 types of combos across your different weapon forms. You have your standard combos that will do kind of a little bit of a knockback effect to the enemies. You have what's called launch attacks, and these attacks are designated by like a blue arrow curving up, and those attacks will launch an enemy into the air. Now, if you let's say you have 3 combos unlocked, so you can equip 3 in a single string. If after you do your opening strike, if you then do a launch attack, you can follow that up with an air attack, and the character will pursue the enemy into the air and slam him back down to earth, and will do more damage with that attack than if that character had been on the ground. So you're pretty heavily encouraged to incorporate those attacks. I would say if you have a launch attack equipped in your combo string, definitely follow it up with an air attack. Level up.
Level up.
D9 Sync wants to know which character has the most character depth and development.
Which character has the most character depth?
I have to say Tiara.
Tiara? Yeah, Tiara and Fang have a lot of depth. Their arc is pretty interesting to witness. And they are kind of basically the protagonists of the game. So, yeah, to answer your question, Fang and Tiara.
Speaking of Fang and Tiara, Azure Lightning 44 asks, are there any disadvantages to having certain characters fight together, or does everyone have synergy with each other?
Everyone has synergy. Everyone also brings a unique ability to the fold. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll get to it in this playthrough, but once you get to Shikesu's tower, you'll unlock every character's kind of like special command. For example, Fang's is a command called Serious Face. When Fang uses that command, he effectively puts his serious face on, and all his attacks do 50% more damage, but they also cost a portion of his SP. Tiara's special command is Barrier. She'll erect a barrier around herself that greatly reduces all incoming damage, but it also locks her into erecting the barrier. So if you want her to do, any other commands, you'll have to turn off the barrier first. Pippin's is Persuade. He can basically convince a single enemy to leave the battlefield. You won't get any XP or weapon points for doing that, but it will, if you're in a tough combo or a tough battle and you need to get rid of an enemy quickly, that is a surefire way to do it. Every character has a special command like that that's kind of tied into their personality as well as their role in combat. With Tiara being like the mage character, for example, Barrier is very useful. Like, oh, Tiara's gonna die, I can have her put a barrier so she lives through an attack that's coming up, and then have her bring down the barrier so she can cast a heal spell and bring everyone back to full health.
We've got another giveaway coming up in like 3 minutes.
Okay, we got the...
questions.
Yeah, so we're gonna give away another copy of Fairy Fencer F in the next 3 minutes to the person who asked the best question. Between now and 4:40, so let's keep the questions coming. And here is Tiara, and her fairy partner is Kiwi, who is just darling.
Cardbreaker asks, what would you say differentiates this game from most of the other games in the same genre?
I would say the tone of the game. A lot of RPGs can be overly serious. They can be kind of gloomy, even a little. This game, I'd say, it doesn't take itself too seriously. It has a very light-hearted tone, which isn't to say that it doesn't explore darker themes or subject matter, but there is a certain lightness to the game's tone and story that I would say is very refreshing these days.
And Tiara has like this personality that's kind of like a new kind of genre, the tsundo-masochistic.
Yes. Tiara, as you'll see in some... she has a tendency to get a little excited whenever anyone openly insults her to her face. It's a very interesting character take, not one that you really see in JRPGs.
Yeah, she's too, but also a masochistic, so...
Yeah, pseudo-masochistic. It's like... As you see, here we go.
RTSB Moonfly wants to know how long the recording and edit for this game took. Just talk about the recording. We don't have a recording process.
So, how long did the recording take for this game? Recording, it took about a week to record.
Yeah. But typically average of 8, the whole day, basically.
Yeah.
From morning to...
Yeah, from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. basically, for a week straight.
Maybe later.
Maybe a little longer, yeah.
Yeah, for the sake of the quality of the audio, we wanted to put as much as we can.
Yeah.
And we actually go to the studio and help direct too.
We help with the production of the recorded lines and make sure that it's the read is what we're looking for, the delivery is what we're looking for, that the jokes are being delivered properly, that the proper emotion is being conveyed. It's very important to me that when the actors are recording their characters, that their deliveries are believable. Because if you don't believe what these characters are saying, then you're not going to be immersed and engaged with them as they're on their adventure.
Yeah, and I also listen to the Japanese audio beforehand too, and actually like write notes on the side.
Yeah. We want to make sure that when we localize a game, that the American audience has the same experience that the Japanese audience did as far as emotion is concerned and such. That was a good question.
I think I like that question a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, but how long did the editing take?
It took a while. Let's just leave it at that. It was fun, but it took a while. Okay, so
You guys like that question?
I did actually really like that question. Who was that again? That was yeah.
That was RTSB Moonfly.
RTSB Moonfly, we loved your question so much that we're going to give you a free copy of Fairy Fencer F. Congratulations and enjoy. So we're giving away one more copy at 5 o'clock to whoever asks us the best question between now and 5.
Oh, look at her strutting. I like the game because it's very
self-referential. There are times where it's like, I know I'm a game, you're playing a game, let's have some fun,
It's
and that's
customary for me to come out.
Exactly, and that's kind of what's, I like games that can, break the fourth wall without, beating you in the face with it, and this game does a good job of towing the line between self-referential without it feeling forced.
Mr. Tired Media wants to know Pokemon X or Y, Robert.
X. Pokemon X or Y? We'll say Pokemon X.
X.
Yeah. Sorry, but yeah. I don't know why I apologize for that, but yeah. To all any Y fans out there, sorry.
iVilla559 wants to know, is the lady one of the playtesters? He wants to know who you are, Monica.
I am the translator of this
Yeah,
game.
Monica was my translator partner for this game. Yeah.
They're like fairy fencers together.
Yeah. We're like Fang and Aaron in the sense that I'm lazy and like to eat a lot, and Monica yells at me and keeps me in line.
Desmax wants to know, what was the toughest line to translate? Might be hard to remember, but if you...
What was the toughest line to translate? That's gonna be for you, I think.
Yeah, the toughest line.
Or even like scene? Maybe not.
Scene?
Maybe not an individual line, but I can.
The ... dots.
Oh,
because you never know what they're trying to say.
That's true.
Yeah. So the ... there's a lot of ... dots in a JRPG
Like
game.
here, for
like
example?
this. Well, this one has an exclamation mark, so at least you know what's going on. Because when you get the text, you don't really see it in the game until you play it. So the ... dots really.
Yeah.
Other than that, this was a fairly simple.
Because you were also the translator for Danganronpa 2.
Oh, Danganronpa 2.
Goodbye Despair. Yeah. So to go from Danganronpa 2 to
this was very lighthearted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kevin actually followed it up with, Kevin6098 asked if this game was hard compared to other games to translate compared to the other ones.
Awesome, Kevin.
Was this game hard to translate compared to others? Yeah, as I said before, DR2 was pretty
Danganronpa
challenging.
2 is very dark compared to this game. So much despair.
So basically, Fang gets roped into helping Tiara, and we got our first Fury as well, with the promise of free food from a 5-star chef who works at an inn that Tiara's relative runs. This explains the fairies. I think we
How
can
do I...
just. Okay, so now we can do weapon boost, and this is kind of the... I've been waiting to show this off.
Here you go.
Meanwhile... Oh, we get introduced to another character. I completely forgot about this guy.
This guy.
Yeah.